Hi FlossTube. I'm Sarah and this is FlossTube number 1. I went to Deb and Kev from Snug Harbor Craft, their stitch-in. Hi guys, and was introducing some stuff, my needleworking and or my cross stitch what I was working on, and Kev's like, why don't you have a floss tube? And so here I am. I read recently that if you feel excited and scared about something and it makes you nervous but still scared, that it's probably the right thing to do. So here we are. Made notes so that I don't forget, and excuse me, I'm so sorry. There we go, floss tube, sneezing, and itchy nose. I'm already here. So I'm just gonna jump right in with the Know Your Needleworker tag, and then hopefully go from there. We'll see where my SD card, how much memory I've got in it, and if not, we'll have to splice it together, I guess. So Know Your Needleworker tag has been done, was originally started by Trisha the Left-Handed Stitcher, and I love it. It's just a good way to get to know everybody. So question number 1 is, where do you live? I live in Utah. I live between Ogden and Salt Lake. I'm about 15 minutes away from Shepherd's Bush, so it's a good thing and a bad thing. I have to limit myself to like once every couple months going up there, or else my pocketbook is just not happy, and you know, neither is the bank account. So but it's good times to be had, and we're right by the Air Force Base, so every once in a while we get to hear the F-35s, F-35s that are going over right now, and we also are by some railroad tracks, so you might hear trains from time to time. We're in kind of an old house, so, but I love it. Number 2 is, what do you do for a living? I'm a stay-at-home mom primarily. I also work part-time at my daughter's dance studio in the office, and I also am a assistant preschool teacher, or preschool assistant during the day at their academic preschool, which is really amazing, and it's only like 5 minutes from my house. So okay, I'm back. Sorry. I'm gonna have to splice those two together, so that'll be interesting. I was on question number 2 for Know Your Needleworker tag, and it's, what do you do for a living? And like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I also work part-time at my daughter's dance studio, and then in the office, and then I also help out as an assistant in the preschool, so, and that's a lot of fun. We have 25 to 30 kids, so they are amazing, very smart little kids, so love it, so much fun. And then previously I was a pharmacy technician for a long-term care pharmacy in West Valley. It's about 45 minutes south of where I live, and it was lots of fun. I loved the people I worked with. Didn't really like the company, but they were being bought out by a bigger pharmacy, and it just wasn't going as I felt it should. So glad I got out of that when I did. And then before that, I was a travel agent. That was lots of fun. Had a lot of really fun experiences, and got to go a couple places that I may have not normally done. So I had actually sold multiple cruises without ever being on one, and so my boss was like, well, you need to go on one to experience it, so he sent me on a cruise, and that was, me and my mom did that, and did it as a Christmas present one day for her, so it was lots of fun. Let's see, question number 3, do you have any children? And yes, I have 4 kids. They range from 21 to 7. The older 3, Todd's 21, Izzy's 17, Nathan is 13, and they are all 3 of them are from my husband's previous marriage, and we've had Todd since he was 15, and the other 2 we've had for about the last 5 years full time. It's been amazing. We love them so much. And then the youngest, Alice, is my husband and ours together, and she's 7, and she's amazing, and she's just been the perfect little caboose for our family, and has just, everybody loves her, and she's just such a joy, and love her so much. So, then my husband, of course, he's a big kid. We've been married for about 10 years, or 10 years next year. We're married for 9 years. Next year's our 10th anniversary, so trying to figure out something fun to do that. Question number 4, do you have any pets? And we have 3 cats. We have Rox, Snow, and Andraste. And the funny thing about Snow is she's completely black. That's the name she came with when we adopted her from the animal shelter, and it just kind of stuck, and everybody's like, Snow, and it's like, yeah, that's Snow. And I love her, she's so fun. Number 5, do you have any other hobbies besides stitching? I love going camping. My parents have property outside, about 2 hours away, in Wyoming, and the mountains out here in Utah, in northern Utah, are so amazing, and love it. It's so pretty up in the Uintas. So, loving doing that. I love swimming. I like to scrapbook and make cards. Love to travel. Love going to Disneyland. I love to read, but I don't read as much as I should, or as I'd like to. And just being at home, and I used to dance through high school, and so it's been really fun to see that my daughter, my youngest, loves to dance as well, so kind of bond through that way. Number 6, what is your favorite movie? Love Alice in Wonderland. That's like number 1 always, and it's been that way for quite some time. So I also love Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Hobbit, lots of sci-fi fantasy type of thing. Disney movies, they're the best. Gotta love Hocus Pocus. Love Indiana Jones, comedy, adventure, anything but really scary movies. I don't do scary. Even Temple of Doom. Not a fan of that one, so I'm kind of a wimp. Let's see. What's your favorite TV show? Is number 7. Honestly, right now I watch a lot of FlossTube, and so that's been really fun. But usually we watch Forged in Fire. We'll do that on the DVR, and we love Star Wars, Star Trek, or not Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate. Star Wars is one of the favorite movies, there you go. But love Stargate, love Star Wars, love Eureka is another really good one that I need to try to find on a streaming service. Colin Ferguson is hilarious, and there's just some really good, just really fun show. Missed that one. Number 8, what is your favorite book? Love Anne of Green Gables. That's one of my number 1s right now. I grew up watching the miniseries that Kevin Sullivan did back in the day, and we'd watch, it would come on PBS, and oh, it's coming, it's gonna be here, and they'd show a little bit, and then they'd break for the pledge week and say, hey, give us your money so we can continue good programming like this, and then they never show it again, type of thing. And so a few years ago, my husband and kids bought me Anne of Green Gables and Anne of Avonlea on DVD, and so that was a lot of fun to rewatch those, and loved them so much. Another one's, of course, Harry Potter. Love Harry Potter. So many good lessons we can learn from that, and just good, clean fun. Also love Laura Ingalls Wilder. I grew up on those. I need to get reading some more. I have a friend actually who wrote a new book called Bloodleaf, which is a take on the Goose Girl, and so I need to get her book and read that. And then my daughter Izzy also is an author, and she wrote one called The Dream Stance, and she wrote that when she was 15, so it was really exciting to read that and to kind of a peek into her imagination, and it was really good one. She's actually working on the second one right now, so it's been a few years in the making, but she is doing really good at it. Number 9, what is your favorite music? I'm very eclectic when it comes to music. I can pretty much handle anything, but like death metal and really hard rap, I'm not a fan of that. But I have everything in my music collection from current pop stuff or whatever to you know, classical, and so I love everything, and try to instill that with my kids as well. As long as it's got a good beat, you know, why not? So number 10 is, what word best describes you? And I want to say probably inquisitive. I love to learn. I love learning about new things. I love learning new techniques. I love just learning and getting to know people and getting to know what makes them tick. I love people watching. People watching is so much fun, like especially in Disneyland and theme parks and stuff like that, because you get all kinds, and you get, you know, it's like, oh, I wonder what's going on, or oh, you know, that's really interesting, but you know, just love how that goes. So all right, let's see here. I've got some works in progress. Got a few of them. So my bags are all from Nani at the Multi-Crafty Hermit, and I'll put her link below. I blamed Michelle Bendy for these because she showed them one time, and then I followed Nani's Instagram and I was hooked, and so it's like I had to put myself on a buying hiatus for a little bit. So I've got a few project bags, and I'm only allowing myself enough projects for what I have bags, so I can't start a new one until I get a new bag, until I get finished one. So right now my current one is Sweet as Pie, stitch along from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and my needle minder is so cute. It's one of the Haunted Mansion stretching pictures. I got it from Heather at the Imperfectly Perfect Stitcher. I'll link her Etsy shop below. And this is done, I got the kit from Frosted Pumpkin, and it's done on cashel linen in crystal sand by Picture This Plus. And that's been fun. I started that a couple days ago. And my oldest whip, because it's right here by my feet, is one that I bought. You'd seen it in a like Hirschner's or the Stitchery or something like that, and it was for the Millennium. And I really went gangbusters on it, and I've gotten a few things, and I actually, wow, now that I look at it, I should get this thing done because I only have a little bit left to do. But we have Native peoples, we've got the automobile, the Civil War, Discovery, United Nations, the railroad, the Declaration of Independence. There's our turkey. This is like a lunar rover, and the Statue of Liberty. I haven't done any of the back stitching, obviously. The gramophone, America, the shuttle, Magna Carta, and like I said, the Boston Tea Party and things like that. And then this is an atom in the center here, but it was done for the Millennium, and I guess I should finish that up because it's super close to being done. But that's my oldest whip. I started stitching when I was like 12, and my very first big project I finished was Earth Dancer, and finished that in about 97. And I'll pull up a picture here of what she looks like. I actually put her, when I had finished her originally, I'd stitched her, and there we go. And I stitched her the wrong way. So instead of going landscape, or instead of going portrait, she went landscape, and so had like less than an inch to do for her. Okay, so oldest whip is what we were talking about, and it's called the USA Millennium Sampler, and by it's probably, I don't have the rest of it, like the cover page or anything like that. So, but yeah, I started this in 1999, and while I was still in high school, and looking at it, I definitely need to finish it. And then, like I said, my very first big piece that I finished was Earth Dancer, and that was done in 1998. It's hanging at my parents' house. So like I said, I have a picture, and that's her in all of her glory. She's gorgeous. There's and that, like I said, that's the one that she was stitched the wrong way, and we had to triple mat her, and she's just gorgeous. I love her so much. And she really fits in my parents' room. So I started stitching probably between, 13, 14, something like that. Just little tiny things, and then Earth Dancer was my first big thing. And there was a place we would go to in Austin when we would go visit our friends out there. It was called Ginger's Needle Arts, and I loved that place. Reminds me of Shepherd's Bush. Just small and friendly people, and just really, really liked the area. So some of my other finishes, when I first got back into cross stitching, Alice had started dance, my 7-year-old, and I thought to myself, you could either sit there for 45 minutes and mess around on your phone, or, and talk to people as well, or you could do something useful. And so I was like, where's my cross stitch? I'll pick up my cross stitch back up. And this one's actually very fitting because it is October, and it's Infant Loss and Remembrance and Awareness Month, and I have some close personal, it's happened to me. It's happened to, friends I love and friends I know. And one of our dear friends that lives in Texas, she had started Guardian Angel by Marilyn Levitt Emblem, and she's holding that sweet little baby, and she had started it and just couldn't finish it. And so I had told her, oh yeah, I'll do that one for you. I'll finish that for you. And so March 5th is the day that I finished that, and her mom got it framed for her, and it's hanging up. And she had a boy that she lost. I'm 37, and he would have been 37 as well. We were about 2 weeks apart when he was little and when we were born. So and then before I had Alice, we had suffered a miscarriage, and that was kind of hard, and it's something that not many people talk about, or it's still for whatever reason taboo. And but 1 in 4 lose a baby, whether it's to miscarriage or whether it's to SIDS, or but 1 in 4, and it's pretty staggering. So but it's very good to be aware of those things, and to be aware of everything. Equal opportunity. So and then after that, I finished in July, I finished the Firefly Fairies by Marilyn Levitt Emblem as well. I'll have to pull it out and show you in its frame in all its glory. I actually entered it into the Weaver County Fair and got a blue ribbon, and it was pretty fun, but it was awesome. And then another one that I finished was Celtic Noel, and this one I'm kind of kicking myself about because I sold her. Dummy. I'm a dummy. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do anything with her or anything like that. And then I was like, I saw Pyrex Stitches Claire and how she had finished it into a wall hanging, and I was like, oh, you dummy, you could do that, because I didn't want to frame her and just, haul the frame out every year for Christmas. So, I liked her idea, so I'm going to be doing that eventually. Another thing I've done is I've stitched some things for friends, and this was double Prairie Schooler double, and I did that one twice. Made 2 pillows, and this is the Shepherd's Bush conversion. Love that purple fabric. Super fun, and the oranges and the greens. Like I said before, we're big sci-fi and science and nerds, geeks, whatever you want to call us. My husband loves Stargate, and so it says there's no place like home, and that symbol at the bottom, if you're familiar with Stargate at all, that's home. That's the symbol for Earth. And so love it. It's so much fun. And then another thing I've done is a cube finish, and that was March. This is living in Texas, so I can't really, you know, it's the top of it. I was very proud of my bow making skills. And like I said, we live by Shepherd's Bush, and so my 7-year-old, we got her one of the little simple kits that they do. They're really fun. They're on the 10 count colostrum, or monk's cloth, or whatever they call it, and they take markers and mark the color, and then they use pearl cotton. And so a couple years, or last year, for her kindergarten teacher, she made that shine, and so much fun. Love it. And we took it into Shepherd's Bush, and they took a picture of it and put it on their Instagram, and so we were very proud of that. And another one I'm proud of is this. It's also not with me right now because it's living in my friend's house, but it says, it's called True Hearts by Shepherd's Bush. It was my first flat fold that I did. Followed Vanna's tutorial. Vanna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher. She's amazing. Love her so much. But made that flat fold for her and gave it to her, and when she opened it, she cried. Another thing I had done was a Tooth Fairy pillow by Pine Mountain Designs. That one was lots of fun. And that's my little Alice when she lost one of her teeth. My daughter Izzy also cross stitches. She's in the other room right now, but I just wanted to show that to you. That's her first stitch, and we finished it into a pillow. Lizzie Kate. And just currently, I've got other finishes. Did the Peace on Earth with Christine, Stitch All the Things, and Sarah from Stitchology. Finished that recently, and that's on a 32 count Edinburgh linen that I got in a Silkweaver Fabric of the Month club ages ago. I was like, oh, I'm gonna stitch all the things when I was, you know, younger, and you know, saw that, and I was like, oh, I need to do that. So love that was able to get that. Another one that I had started a long time ago, and I was going through my stuff, and I was like, oh hi, this is almost done. So I just needed to finish the fancy stitches, the specialty stitches, and the back stitching, and this is Trick or Treat by Shepherd's Bush. Look at that cute button. Another one, just going down from recent finishes, is this Anna, Nora Corbett. Love, love, love her. She was so quick. I actually finished her in like 14 days. She was just a really quick stitch, and I'm planning to frame her in an oval frame. Hopefully enter her into the fair. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. And the other thing most recent that I finished was another stitch along, and this is by Armada Designs. I love Christy Busby, she's amazing, and I'll link her below as well, but this is the class schedule stitch along. Harry Potter, super fun. Sorry, my fan's going. And this was done on chalk by Picture This Plus. I bought the whole kit. Got it for a Christmas present, actually. I know some people in that group had personalized it and like put people in there and did a lot of really cool things, but I liked it, just the simple chalkboard class schedule. This is what's going on. Love that Muggle Studies. So much fun. And then that was a recent finish. That was done in, let's see here. I was prepared. Let's see. so for finished, Anna, I started that one on September 14th, finished it September 18th. The class schedule stitch along, I started that started January 1st, 2018, finished that on October 7th, 2018. The Peace on Earth, started that August 12th and finished that October 18th. And using my X-Stitch app. The Trick or Treat one I found started in 1999, 2000, finished October 9th. And that True Heart, the one that I finished into a flat fold for my friend, started that the 16th of February of this year and finished it March 9th. Fully finished around that same time, probably about the 20th of March or so. And then my Tiny Fall, another Armada Designs. Love her little small stitch alongs, and that one was started September 14th and finished September 30th. This one I am super duper proud about. It is a chatelaine. It is Cordoba Patio. The pattern was either very inexpensive or free, I can't remember at the time. Kitted it up with European cross stitch, and I was super intimidated. I was holding on to it and I was like, I don't know, but look at that. You'll notice that these beads, or these tiles right on this side, are cracked or cracked. Those ones, there weren't enough of the tile beads, and I didn't notice until it was after the time that I could contact Cindy at European Cross Stitch. Totally my fault. I didn't count them. And so I ordered what I thought were the correct tile beads from Fire Mountain Gems, and I ordered halves instead of full, but I still think it's really cool. The sparkle on this, the Petite Treasure braid, the silks, and so I'm planning on framing this, planning on entering it into the fair, maybe, if I can think, unless they like penalize me for those beads right there. So I might just buck up and order the correct ones and just rip it out. So, but that one, amazing, and so I'm gonna take that one to Fall Fling and that I get to go to. I'm super excited about that. This one is Tiny Summer Stitch Along. That is another, and I'm back. So this Cordoba Patio, I started it July 20th of 2018, and I probably had it upside down the whole time. Mandalas are hard that way because they're like all the same. And finished it on August 20th of 2018. 28 count Monaco is what it's on. I bought my second one. It's tiny as well. Let me find it actually. Okay, so my project bag by the Multi-Crafty Hermit. Her name's Nani. She's amazing. I will link her below. She has some fun stuff. But it's called Arabesque. This is the cute little tiny kit from European Cross Stitch. The only thing that didn't come with is the DMC, and that's right there. But this one is such a pretty, simple. I'm gonna hold it kind of far away, but it's purples, greens, so there's really pretty colors in it. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a nice quick stitch. I would love to do Poison Garden, but it's just so big. And Hawaiian mandala is my other dream that I want to do, so both of those are on my wish list. Another Armada Design Stitch Along is the Tiny Summer Cell. And that was really fun. My opalescent. I have a whole bunch of sparkly opalescent Lugana and that I got when I was in Silk Weaver's Fabric of the Month Club forever ago. Started this on July 27th, finished it on the 13th of August, so that was fun. This one was a really fun one to do. It's A Good Marriage by Lizzie Kate. My husband and I, we don't really have like a wedding sampler, so I'm going to frame this one, and found a picture of where we were married, and I'm going to frame that all together. Finished that, or started that April 11th of 2018, finished July 20th of 2018. That's on 32 count opalescent Jaslyn in Cocoa by Silk Weaver. This one is another one of my favorites. It's Pretty Little Washington DC by Satsuma Street, sorry. Love the colors. DC is another place that's really close to my heart. We had some relatives that lived out in Maryland for a time, and so we would go and visit them. This one I started May 27th of 2018 and finished it June 25th of the same year. This one was one of my first stitch alongs for YouTube, and it's the Priscilla and Chelsea Bless Our Home Sal. That one's fun to do. Have some ideas on how I'm gonna finish it. I like to stitch things, but then I'm like, how do I finish this? I'm not sure how I want to finish this. Started this on May 5th, finished it May 27th. No, I don't stitch two-handed. Stitch when I can. I have to wait for the kids in line at the school or in the carpool at the school, and wait for dance classes and stuff like that, laundry. This one is another Armada Designs. It's called the Gamer Stitch Along. I've got lots of, I can actually do some more on this, and it's on an Ada by, I think, Picture This Plus, I can't remember, but this is really fun because it's all got all the like the rupees and the dungeon keys and the mushrooms and the cherries and the ocarina and your stars and your candles and your bombs. Lots of fun. And started that on December 20th, 2017, and finished this one on February 4th, 2018. Just other things I wanted to stitch in between. Sorry. This one is the Tiny Spring Stitch Along. Okay, I was at Tiny Spring Stitch Along by Armada Designs, and this is on a 32 count opalescent Lugana. It was another limited edition from Silk Weaver. This was fun because it was all flowers and super fun. Loved that. And that one was done, I didn't put it in my X-Stitch app, so it was done in the spring, probably April-ish. Another one I did is this tiny Christmas Sal. That was a lot of fun. That was her first little releasing one thing a day for a certain number of days. And that one I didn't write down either, but that's okay. It's a opalescent, I can't remember the fabric, probably a 32 count Silk Weaver, and that one was lots of fun. Liked the snowflakes. My first big stitch along that I did after getting back into stitching and discovering FlossTube and everything like that is this Nintendo stitch along. You could choose 12 blocks or 24 blocks. I chose to do 24. There are some people that actually changed out the blocks to different games, but there's a few games in here that I never played, but that's okay. But this, in reference, my 3-year-old at the time when I finished it, she was about 3 feet tall, and so that's about how big it is. You lay it next to her and it's really awesome. But we started with Mario and we went to Zelda, Duck Hunt, and Final Fantasy. Got a racing game, or the BMX biking, lovely Contra that gave us our Contra code, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Chip and Dale, loved that game, Mr. Mike Tyson, Metroid, Bubble Bobble, another favorite. This one was Lolo, Adventures of Lolo. Never really played that one. Gungeon, never really played that one. Loved my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that one was fun. Good old Castlevania and the Floating Heads. Good old Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, we love her. Mickey Mouse Capades, another favorite. I'm drawing a blank, I should know it. Mega Man, and then Bomberman, and then it comes over here to one I never really played. I can't remember the name of it. And then DuckTales, gotta love Scrooge McDuck, good old Tetris, and then the last block said Let's Play. So that was really fun. It was on a Picture This Plus Ada 14 count, and I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was the kit that I bought through Armada Designs. Excuse me. Dropped my last finished object I wanted to show. Another Armada Designs. Cute little Mr. DNA. He's so fun. My daughter's sleeping right now, so I can't show you the one that's in her room that I made, but it was lots of fun. It was a mer panda that I just made for her 7th birthday, and you know, when your daughter tells you I want a mer panda, well, you go to Etsy, and I found her on Etsy, and that was my hoop finish. Really excited about that. But yeah, when your daughter wants a mer panda, you make her a mer panda, and you find out how to make it. Next thing, really quick, is like things I have kitted that I'd like to start in the next little bit. I may have mentioned I'm going to Fall Fling with my mom 1st of November, and we'll be back on the 5th, back into Utah, so we're just making a long weekend out of it. We're so excited. Excited to meet up with the Pacific Northwest ladies up there, Michelle Bendy, Linda Jo, Darlene hopefully, so it'll be really cool to see them. So again, multi-crafty hermit bag. This is, my daughter loves sugar skulls, so this is a fun one. But one kitted for her is Alice by Mirabilia. So excited for that. Another work in progress that I'm working on is the Felt with the Heart style with Stephanie from Just Keep Stitchin' and Christine from Stitch All the Things. Hi ladies, hi Pam, hi Steph, hi Christine. So I've gotten part 1 done. It's kind of covered by my Q-snap. I'll probably be taking this one, so I'm going to work on part 2. And so that's my progress on that. Another one that I'd like to start is the Legendary Creatures style by Clouds Factory. Sorry. Just trying to find it. A picture of it. Sorry. Okay. And I'm going to do it on a silk weaver that I have, that I just had in my stash. It is a 32 count Jaslyn from Silk Weaver, and I probably won't have a ton of space to finish it, but I'm probably going to finish it into a wall hanger. That's what I'm going to do with the class schedule SAL as well, or Stitch Along that I did. Really fun. I don't really have a favorite designer. I like the pretty things, I like Mirabilia's, I like, you know, Marilyn at Levitt in Bloom. but I also like the Lizzie Kates, I like the Armada designs, I like the Chatelaines. This is another one I'm working on. It's a Sue Coleman. It's an eagle. The picture is right here. Really pretty eagle with a totem pole, with the eagle totem in the back, I mean. It's a stitching studio, and it's on a Lugon, or a 32 count Joblin in Cascade. I'm working on that for a friend's grandson for his eagle. He's not there yet, so it's like, okay, he's got a few years, so which is nice. This is what I'm working for my brother. He is a big Game of Thrones fan, and it's one I found off of Etsy. It is by L. Cross Stitch, and I don't have a finished picture of it, so just my Night Watch Brothers. So if you can pause, you know, hopefully it's held back enough. That one is going to be on 28 count Opalescent Lugana from Silk Weaver in Ocean. And yes, I'm bad and I keep it in the plastic, but it's been in there for years and I've not had a problem. So, and then last one I have that's kitted up, or no, second to last that I have that's kitted up, is our good old Lady of the Flag by Mirabilla. And I have her on the Constitution by Cindy Sorley. Love this. This needle minder right here is from Armada Designs. She'll go to Disneyland or Disney World on her runs and stuff, and she'll get the grab bag pins and she'll make needle minders out of it. I think most of my needle minders come from her. I only have 2 from Heather, the Imperfectly Perfect Stitcher. Need to get more, because, you know, you must have needle minders with your projects. It's required, but anyway. This is another one where I have an Armada Designs. Love the Cheshire Cat, he's so cute. This is 10B by Wending Stitches, Wendy Luckman. She makes some really amazing designs, and this is one of the first ones I bought from her. There's going to be beads in it and everything, so I'm going to work on this as well. Kind of a mandala type one as well, you know, really like the colors, and so that's a fun one to do. I love the sparkly of the treasure braid, and that's all the stuff that goes with it. Like I said, we went to the Stitch-In at Snug Harbor Crafts on Saturday, and it was so much fun. Deb and Kef, I love you. Like, you made us feel so welcome, and just, you're amazing people. And just to sit there and laugh and to stitch, and I was telling my mom, you know, when we were leaving, that my cheeks hurt from laughing and and from smiling, and it was awesome. Before we left, she gave us this cute little candle that she made. It's a candle holder that she made, and it has a little tea light in it. There we go. It has vellum, and so it's a fun little Halloween decoration. And then we got a little bag of candy, and also I lost my scissors. Never a good thing. And then these cute little scissor fobs that she made, or zipper pulls or whatever, but mine's a little ghost. Yeah, that's better. Oops, it's backwards. He's back. Okay, there we go. Cute little ghost. Love the colors. So much fun. But, so I'm going to splice these videos together. Made a couple of them, so was getting interrupted, and then the memory card got full, and you know, learnings of YouTube and FlossTube. So learnings of FlossTube. So I'm really excited to do this, and promised my daughters that they could be on it at one point, and so we shall see. Hopefully I'll see you guys later. I have a Stitchy box coming. Love Stitchy box. So maybe I'll do a spoilers unboxing, because I can't wait. It's like I tear into it like a mad woman. I can't like sit there and open one bag at a time for each day. It's like, no, gotta open it all. So till I see you again, thanks so much. Be fantastic. Bye.